NCAA level, doing what he's done this season is nothing short of spectacular. It just goes to show there's great players everywhere. We recruited Jordan Latham, so we knew he was a good player. But it's a very good team, and obviously they had a great season. So I thought we had a great spurt in the first half, kind of get it up 7 or 8. I thought that Dane's insertion in the game was obviously critical. He had 21 season high. And then, the all-around game of Marcus, I think somebody told me he's the 10th player in NCAA tournament history to have a triple-double. That's a pretty special night. And so very, very solid. Luke Goody was tremendous off the bench, not just offensively making threes, but his defense I thought was very, very good. He provided great energy, and I thought that Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn was spectacular in the first half, both ends of the court. So survive and advance. We move on, and excited about the opportunity to take on a great Duquesne team.
Start right here on the left-hand side, gentlemen.
Adam Teicher, ESPN. This is for you, Brad. Shannon's played, he's been particularly productive lately, and again today in the first half. How do you explain the way he's played lately? And I'll have one quick follow-up as well.
Well, one is there's nobody that works harder than him. So success doesn't surprise me when you work as hard as Terrence does. When he gets most of those points just kind of through the flow. We don't run a lot to him. We don't run a lot of action. We don't have to. But he gets going in transition. He's special. He gets going to the foul line. Tonight was a quiet night for him at the foul line, 5 of 6. But when he's making threes, he's awfully good. So nothing surprises me with Terrence. I think he's one of the best players in the country, and he's been proving that here in this stretch.
I want to also get your thoughts on that play he made early in the second half. He dove for that loose ball, throw it off the Morehead kid.
It's and these guys will tell you, I've been preaching for a month about the 50-50 balls, diving on the floor for a loose ball. And I tell the story. I didn't go to the Sweet 16 at Stephen F. Austin because of we didn't dive on the floor for a loose ball. Those are the plays that separate you. And when you're arguably your best player does that, it means a lot. Everybody else has got to step up to that.
Question on the aisle, then 2 in your front row here. Go, please.
Mike Patterson, Omaha World Herald. Dane, just talk about your game, especially the second half.
Try to come out, do whatever I can to help the team win. Whatever that looks like. Whether it was me rim running or rebounding, I just want to do whatever it takes to help the team win. This is a team effort, so we're in it together.
Tim Benz from Pittsburgh Tribune Review, Tribune Live, and Duquesne Radio. Brad, this question is for you. Duquesne just played a BYU team that, like you guys, is very comfortable playing and winning in the 80s. They're really good when they get to 70 first. What do you expect in terms of a contrasting style against Duquesne when you see them next?
Well, I didn't watch hardly any of that game, and I do know this. I know how well they're coached. I have so much respect. I've done a lot of clinics over the years with Keith. I've known him back since my junior college days, and I know his teams are extremely tough. I know they're going to fight. To me, that was not an upset. It was not shocking. The Atlantic 10's tremendous league, and I think they started 0-5, if I'm not correct. If I'm correct, and then to get to this position, that's on a coach. That's on a coach leading his players in the right direction. So we know we've got a tough game, and they did a great job. It looks like numerically from the 3-point line and taking that away from BYU. So yeah, we'll have to play well, no doubt.
Right in front.
It's for Marcus and Brad. What has Dane given you in this postseason? Seems like the last 4 or 6 weeks he's just turned it up.
Marcus here first, please, then Brad.
Yeah, Dane just gives us a presence down low. Obviously with Coleman at the 5,
it's a different look. So when Dane comes in, our team kind of changes, and it makes teams adapt to what we do. And then, like 9 for 9 is insane. He went 9 for 9. Just the efficiency is off the charts. And then even defensively, like I know he's been blocking shots a lot better. Just his overall presence down low is just a hassle for teams.
Well, 8 rebounds, the block shots. We know Dane can score. Dane's always been a very, very capable scorer, but his presence, his physicality. We're not here or not winning a Big Ten championship without him, what he did last weekend. And just the simple things that he's doing, they're not all post-ups. They're rim runs. They're offensive rebounds. That's doing what we ask. That's being extremely coachable. And our team does take on a different personality. You've seen Coleman slide to the floor and be able to guard perimeter guys a little bit. So his presence in the paint has been very impactful.
All right, we've got 2 questions on this side. We're back to Harry over here, and then possibly you right there. Go.
Marcus, I know you a lot of the half rods run through you, but always 3 assists in the past 3 games. What's going to allow you to go to a higher level?
Well, I think it starts with just guys hitting shots. You get assists when the guys hit shots. So when guys hit shots, assists kind of rack up. But other than that, I'm just trying to play within the game, play in the flow of the game, and take what the defense gives me. I just try to not force anything and just make the right decisions.
Right-hand side.
Brian Teague, CS Web Sports. This question is for Brad. Brad, you've talked a lot about Drake and just how hard he's worked. Can you just talk about his mindset as the fourth guy that hasn't played much this season to in the Big Ten title game, the big shot, and today 2 big threes, played really solid defense for you?
Yeah, it's amazing what confidence does. And that's a two-way street. My confidence in him. I like what he does defensively as much as what he does offensively. And I've said it for a long time. I think he's a terrific shooter. Both of these guys will tell you he gives us fits on the scouting team, on the scout team in terms of preparation. He's earned the right. He's really talented. He's still learning the game, but I didn't have any problem putting him in there.
Right-hand side.
Julio Arceo with KCSR. Coach, you mentioned about preaching, and Duquesne were pretty proud of themselves in terms of battling for the 50-50 ball. Are you expecting another sermon tonight in terms of preaching to the guys the importance of 50-50 balls, eliminating second chance points against a team that showed they're capable of
Absolutely. We have a saying in our program. It's a moniker we live by, everyday guys. So absolutely, I'm going to preach those things. And it's this time of year when you don't do those things that you can go home. In a their game today was a very, very close game. It's a one or two possession game. I did see the one play I saw. It just happened to be the side out of bounds play and they scored the ball. Those things are huge. And Keith has not been successful as a head coach because his teams don't do those things. So we're going to have to match that nasty and that grit, and so we'll start preaching that tomorrow when we get together again.
We're under 3 minutes to go. Harry's up.
Marcus, I want to ask you, is this really you came here from Southern Illinois? You want to play this kind of stage and these kind of games?
Yeah, it is. Through the portal and in the process, me and Coach pretty much just had conversations about winning big games in March. That was the number one thing that I was looking for in the school, and I trusted Coach and felt like we had the opportunity to do that here. So this is the time that all the time you put in the gym pays off.
Right there.
Quickly for Marcus, and then I have one for Dan also. But Marcus, when was the last time you had a triple-double?
High school, senior year of high school, I had a couple.
Okay, and Dan, did you have any point during the season when you had to kind of get yourself over a hump, just in terms of your outlook, because you were playing as much as you wanted to? Did you struggle at any point?
No, I actually didn't. It was just, for me, it was just like the energy I was bringing to the team. which started in practice. I kept myself up by doing things off the court, with Fletch, just being in shape, doing workouts, extra cardio before and after practice. Just those little things kept me going.
Time for 2 questions, one here, one in the back. Brad, have you figured out that the slower starts digging the holes yet, or have you seen anything similar from these last couple games?
Yeah, we're going to get a different pregame speech than what I gave today and at Ohio State and Nebraska. So that one's 0 for 3. Failed these guys in that area. So no, we've got to we've got to avoid those. We've got to avoid those. They're smart. They understand that, but it's something that we can't have moving forward. That's on me. That's my job to get them bouncing off the ceiling here as we go. And we did this regular season game at Iowa, so we know we're capable.
Final question. Eric Olson with the Associated Press. Marcus, could you kind of elaborate a little bit on your feelings about getting that triple-double? It's only been done now 10 times in the NCAA tournament, and just to do it on this stage.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool accomplishment, to kind of have my name up there with some of the greats, and just, such few people have done it so far. So it's a great accomplishment, but, I'm at this point in my career, I'm really past all the personal accolades, and at this point in March, it's all about winning, and that's really all I'm trying to do.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank
Good
you.
luck Saturday.
Thank you.